Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Less than 24 hours since the decision to authorize a pediatric COVID vaccine, kids under the age of 12 are getting the shot. What are the risks the CDC had to consider in giving the green light?
Ford lets its salaried workers know the consequences they may face if they're not vaccinated against COVID a few weeks from now.
And a string of armed robberies on the east side leads police to a place where the suspects were taking some time to sit down and eat. But we're going to begin with breaking news. The state's Catastrophic Claims Association has voted to support Governor Whitmer's call for auto insurance refunds for insured drivers.
That's right. The governor released a letter sent to MCCA earlier this week calling for a reported $5 billion in surplus reported by the MCCA to be refunded to insured drivers as soon as possible. Well, today they unanimously voted to support issuing refund checks to Michigan drivers. No timetable has been announced for when the refunds will be given.
The news tonight, IHOP in Dearborn Heights saw a heavy police presence today.
And here's the reason. These dots represent the locations of several businesses robbed over the span of 8 days on Detroit's east side. Some of them were hit more than once. Local 4 defender Sean Lay has video from the moment the two suspects were arrested after letting their guard down just for a bit to have a meal.
Police tell us they suspect these guys were robbing stores every day for this past week, hitting some of those stores 2 to 3 different times. The last time was at this Family Dollar here on Schoolcraft. Then the men went down to Dearborn Heights to eat at IHOP. When they were done with their meal, take a look at this. Police were waiting right outside. Just take a look at the number of police officers in the parking lot of the Dearborn Heights IHOP Tuesday. The person running the Instagram page, Metro Detroit News, taking this video and sharing it with the defenders. It shows Detroit police, along with Wayne County Sheriff's undercover officers, making 2 big-time arrests in the parking lot. The men are suspected of robbing the Family Dollar on Schoolcraft yesterday, then driving just a few miles away to the IHOP on Ford Road, where they enjoyed a meal inside. When they came out, all of these law enforcement officers were waiting for them. IHOP diners today say the entire event is just incredible.
It's sad, but it's just funny because, like, right after you done eating, you going to jail.
The pancake part may be funny, but this was a very serious situation, and here's why. Police tell us starting 1 week ago, multiple AutoZone locations on Detroit's west side were robbed, along with multiple dollar stores. Take a look at the list of shops we obtained showing robberies day after day. An officer just happened to see the suspect vehicle in the IHOP lot and called in the police crews who have been working for a week trying to catch up to the suspected robbers. Police also tell us they arrested a 3rd suspect related to this crew. They also served several search warrants today at various locations. They believe charges will soon follow. I'm Defender Sean Lake, Local 4.
Sean. Ford says it will require COVID vaccines for most salaried employees in the United States. Ford's statement reading in part, the health and safety of our workforce remains our top priority. Ford will now require most U.S. salaried employees to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 by December 8th, which also aligns to federal contractor guidelines. If employees are not vaccinated, they face unpaid leave, according to the statement. First shots are now going into arms here in Metro Detroit after the CDC recommends Pfizer's COVID vaccine for all children ages 5 to 11.
We caught up with Tyann Davis. She's the mother of 2 boys who got vaccinated today, 9-year-old Christian and 6-year-old Cameron. She explained how she arrived at the conclusion to vaccinate her children.
Doing legitimate research, not listening to people who don't have a background in it. Sometimes Google can get you, as we all know. Listening to those who know the research, who use it, to be able to discern what we were going to do.
Children's vaccine is a smaller dose compared to that for adults. It is administered as a 2-dose series with shots encouraged to be 3 weeks apart. Now, you've likely heard many of the arguments in favor of the vaccine that's now available for this group, 5 to 11 years of age.
But what about the risk? Part of the risk-benefit equation that was considered by the CDC. Dr. Frank McGeorge is here with a look at the exact data they evaluated, Doc.
Yeah, Kim and Devin. So, considering only the benefit without understanding risk well, that's just short-sighted. And when it comes to vaccines in children, everyone knows the stakes are high. Here are some of the known risks that the CDC considered to help you understand why they concluded that there was more benefit. Starting with data from Pfizer, comparing the rate of local reactions in 5 to 11-year-olds who received the pediatric 10 microgram dose to the local reactions seen with the full 30 microgram dose in older 16 to 25-year-olds, you can see there was slightly more redness and swelling but less pain at the injection site in the younger age group. Now, this slide compares systemic symptoms like fever and fatigue within 7 days of the second dose. You can see across the board there were fewer reports of fever, fatigue, headache, chills, vomiting, diarrhea, muscle pain, or joint pain in 5 to 11-year-olds who received the 10 microgram dose compared to older adolescents receiving the full dose.
When your child gets vaccinated, know that they may have some of the same mild symptoms common in adults, such as pain at the injection site, fatigue, and fever. But these symptoms should resolve in 24 to 48 hours, and they're mild when compared to the potential effects of COVID-19 infection.
Now, this slide shows the rate of adverse effects between kids who received a 10 microgram dose of the vaccine and those who received the placebo. Most importantly, there were no serious adverse events related to the vaccine. But it should be noted that because the study was limited to about 3,000 children, the rate of serious adverse reactions, including myocarditis, couldn't be definitively determined. Now, finally, I should point out, we cannot definitively address the question of potential long-term risks of the vaccine because it is a fact that they are new. However, we have absolutely no indication that there is any long-term concern, and as has been said by many, COVID poses a known risk of long-term effects in many people. Preventing what we know is a problem with something that we have no reason to think is a problem just makes good sense.
Yeah,
back to you.
It really does. Okay. Doc, we appreciate it.
Now, for the bad news on this front today, let's get to the numbers. The state is reporting its highest daily case total of coronavirus since April. 9,764 cases, a two-day total, which averages out to 4,800 cases a day. We've lost 137 more lives to the virus, too. 75 of those deaths that were identified during a vital records review.
Okay, well, some folks weren't too pleased about having to scrape frost off their windshields this morning.
Yeah, been a chilly Wednesday. Paul's got our check on weather. Paul?
Yeah, take a look at this beautiful Skycam shot. This is our Mount Clemens Skycam. And by the way, this is not snow on top of this building here. You can see there's another building. I think that's the courthouse there. You can see no snow on the roof there, but just a beautiful sunset in progress. It's just cold out there. Low 40s right now. Keep in mind, our average high right now is 54, so we're well below that. But fortunately, the wind is lightening up as expected. Now, we have a lot of cloud cover, but these dark gray areas are some areas of clearing, and all these green flecks here, really nothing going on there. We have maybe a spit of drizzle or a brief flurry possible, but really I think most of us see nothing tonight. And in fact, I think we'll see nothing in the way of precipitation for the next week. Temperatures falling into the 30s by midnight, so it's going to be a cool evening. But again, the wind is lightening up, so that is a piece of good news. Hey, don't forget the Local Forecasters app. Even on a day that we have no storms or anything, that app has everything you need. Just go to the App Store, search under WDIV, guys.
Paul, thank you. The COVID relief plan that sent billions of dollars from Washington to all the states went into effect months ago, but Michigan has only spent a small fraction of those recovery dollars. Many Michiganders are wondering why that is. Local 4 Business editor Rod Maloney had a one-on-one interview with the governor to help us get some insight. Rod joins us live tonight. So, Rod, do we know how much of the money has actually been spent?
Kimberly, right now it's about 10%, and a lot of people are wondering, well, wait a minute, billions of dollars, where is it? Well, especially considering we have roads to fix and infrastructure to take care of. Well, today the governor told us about what's going on, and we got an insight into what's going on behind the scenes.
We do have conversations ongoing about deploying those resources, but the quicker we can do that, the better for our economy and the better for our long-term health in Michigan.
The governor today acknowledging she and the legislature do have a lot of work to do. The governor favoring programs she says will help put Michiganders on a path to prosperity. Legislators want to get workers back on the job and businesses on their feet. Yet the federal government's strings attached to the cash are an issue.
Having the opportunity to really address some things that have been long-term concerns in our state with these resources it's a great opportunity for Michigan. We can't pass it up, and we can't let politics get in the way of deploying these resources.
Here's how Lansing's managed the money so far. The Fed sent $6.4 billion, $700 million made it into the current budget, funding law enforcement, broadband, and water and sewer projects and the like. That leaves a staggering $5.7 billion to spend. But here's how the Fed say it has to work. Lansing can spend just under $3 billion now, the other half after March 1st of next year, and all of it needs to get spent over 3 years' time. House Appropriations Chair, State Representative Thomas Albert of Lowell today told Local 4 News anticipation is key.
If they pass legislation that requires state matching funds, then we would have to unwind everything that we've worked on and reappropriate everything. That would be very messy. So we need to just be careful. We need to take our time.
We can't pass it up, and we can't let politics get in the way of deploying these resources.
Okay, so here's where things stand. They are still talking about what they can do. The governor says she believes they can get a good number of supplemental bills taken care of before the end of the year. They're working on it. We'll stay on top of it. Reporting live downtown, Rod Melona, Local 4.
Keep us posted, Rod. Thank you.
All right, still ahead, a big new setback in the efforts to free Danny Fenster, the journalist from Metro Detroit who's been imprisoned in Myanmar for now way too long.
We'll have that story coming up, and here's Evrod.
He was just elected the new mayor here in Dearborn and is already making history in this city. I'm Evrod Casamay. Coming up, I'll tell you why his election is so important and take you to the first place that he stopped where he got a hero's welcome.